take the They Live glasses off. Love that film. Wicked film, man. It's not a film, is it? It's a documentary. Everybody got to take their They Live glasses off every now and again to get that Vit D in the peepers. When it's out, it's not very cloudy. It's sort of dotting in and out of the clouds. And it's a bit windy, so if you hear a bit of wind, that's why. If you're in the UK, you'd be experiencing it firsthand, wouldn't you? Well, I suppose they've got to blow the stuff around that's... Anyway. Put the glasses back on. No, keep them off. Keep them off. Keep them off. Get that Vit D. All right, guys. Who owns this place? You know, there are many people who say, I know who owns this place. And it ain't on the good side. It's in fact the devil owns this place. And I've been having a wee think about it, philosophizing, ling ding dong about it. I'm like, yeah. Like the other day, I was like, hang on a minute. Wait. Oh, I've got They Live marks on me. Tribal marks. I'm going to do a tribal dance. Some people looking at me weird. I don't care. Oh, here's another one, they're thinking. They've let another one loose. There's nobody loose anymore because they're not being housed anywhere, if that ain't apparent. Is it the devil that owns this place? So I was thinking the other day. I was like, hang on a minute. Maybe, but then again, maybe not. Because I was like, hang on, right. Horrible people, evil people, have to live within this construct. And if you think about it, it's them that have to pretend to be nice. So if it's that way around, is it really the evil forces, the devil, if you like, that owns this place? Because if that was the case, then wouldn't it be the other way around, like people just acting evilly anyway and getting away with it because that is the standard? Do you get what I mean? See, if the devil really did own this place, they've come for you. It really is They Live. Do you hear it? Take me. Make it quick. Beam me up. Beam me friggin' up. See, if it really was owned by the devil, then evil would be the standard plane. And again, you could debate on which sort of level and how much that would be the case. But you wouldn't necessarily have to pretend even to be nice or a nice person, would you? Would you? And that's hey, look, these are just some of the thoughts thrown out there, you know, as much as anything else. That's what I want this to be about, these videos or whatever. I don't mind doing the current affairs thing and taking the piss out of it where I can, because it deserves it as much as anything else. But as much as anything else, I think the whole reason why we're here is to try and find some answers anyway as part of this construct in this game, and that's what this is all about as well. Trying to find some answers. So that's just a bit of wee thinking there. I don't know what you think about it in regards to who you think owns this place. Let's just throw some other theories out there, shall we? Maybe no one owns it. Or let's do the opposite of what I just said. Maybe the good side owns it. God. What I like to do is, where I can, is stay open-minded. Think about it. Have a review of all the facts. when someone like says to me, so for example, they're like, oh, you've been dropping some things in their car. Are you alluding to things like flat earth? I'm open-minded to it all. I'm open-minded to all prospects. A, because I don't give a crap what people think. Actually, my book, you care too much, I describe that as saying I can't care. I can't care what people think. And that's very much the sort of attitude that I now adopt. You know, if someone wants to judge me and say whatever they like about me, I can't care. It's up to them, innit? So I'm open-minded to all types of theories. Why not? We've been lied to on the grandest of scale. So I think you'd have to be more stupid to not be open-minded to things, including questions related to who owns bloody hell. The life out of me. It was a pigeon. You get walking at a random bloody place. And then, yeah. You'd shit yourself too. You know it. Bloody git. I have some stains in the old pantages now. What were we saying anyway? There's always a distraction, isn't there? Ah, dear. Oh, see that? It's like a whole tree come out of its roots somewhere. Nice. What were we saying? Yeah. So I'm open-minded to the prospect of all different types of things across all different spectrums. If you're not open-minded, the opposite of that is that you are probably a bigot. You think you know everything, and in fact you're an absolute idiot and you know nothing because you're not brave enough to admit that sometimes you might be wrong. Yeah, that's it. So I don't mind being wrong. That's why I'll stay open-minded where I can. But let's go back to who owns this place. Good, evil, nobody. Maybe there's more options than that. You clever dudes watching this might feel free to add to that context. But generally, I think they're the options. As part of that, I'm going to go back downhill. As part of that, what I would say is, I am actually... You know, we made jokes about that they live at the start, right? But as you become more aware, you can increase your bitterness in relation to that, right? The more aware you get, the more bitter you get, because you start to realise that this place ain't all what it's made out to be, right? And there's a lot, certainly esoteric type stuff that, you know, can make you quite bitter. And what I would say in regards to who owns this place is that, you know, I'm beginning to not like it so much, yeah? And I know there's many of you, as I itch my legs, I think I've just been bit. Bastards, birds, bugs, that's all nature. Love them, ain't you? God's creations. Yeah, I dislike this place more than I did. And as much as anything else, that's because of the changing landscapes and things just changing rapidly, even, you know, in the past sort of 10 years. Changing environments, changing attitudes, just change generally. It hasn't improved. And one of the worst things connected to that is being gaslit. I can't stand being gaslit. I absolutely despise it. There's nothing worse, is there, than being aware of something, somebody telling you, no, it's completely different. No, you're believing it all wrong, and you just know. You just know. And there's nothing worse than being in that situation, just looking at someone or hearing something and just being like, you really, really think that you're going to be, you actually really do believe you're fooling me, don't you? You fool. There's nothing worse than being gaslit like that, especially when you're aware of it. You know, when you've like in a relationship where you're being abused or something, there's a piece of shit gaslighting you in something like a relationship, That's the different thing, isn't it? In regards to, that's kind of where it's come from, is the abuse side of it. But there's actual pieces of crap out there who think that, not just from everyday life, but on a grander scale as well, that they can gaslight the pants off you, and you know, you're not going to question anything, or you're just going to keep your mouth shut, or it's going to get on with it and suffer it, and hey, it's how I describe it to you, so you can't do anything about it anyway. I suppose on a grand scale, this is where the bitterness and the frustration comes from, because, you know, when the game is pretty sewed up and there's agendas, very powerful ones out there, that have you questioning things, and then you almost feel powerless, and that sort of stuff is very real, isn't it? Very real indeed. But going back to that relationship type gaslighting, because, you know, we do like to leave on a positive note, don't we, guys? Where you can. Like that relationship side, for example, that smaller, you know, real, let's call it real life type stuff. Whatever is going on, whether it be relationship, in your work, in your life, I call it the four corners of stress: health, people, work and money. They're the places where you're going to face the most challenges. In those sort of areas, if you're being gaslit or abused or bullied or whatever the situation may be, oh, is that the being attacked by a fly? I was going to say, is that the thumbnail? Hi. In those sort of situations in life, health, people, work and money, yeah, you got power. You got a lot of power, more than you think, certainly more than the person doing the shizer on you, or people doing the shizer on you, would like you to think and believe. That's where you can make some serious changes. If you're being gaslit and you're being frustrated in places like that, you can do something about that. And then when you feel more empowered, maybe you'll feel like on a more grander scale, there's things that can be done as well. That's when real sort of energy shifts start to take place, isn't it? But in the meantime, I'm ready. Are you? Have a great day. Ta-ta.